Hey guys, Patrick Riddle here with PrivateMoneyBlueprint.com. Today I'm going to share with you 3 tips to use when you're contracting wholesale deals. Now, as you probably know, wholesaling, great way to create quick cash. For instance, here's one of my more recent checks from a wholesale deal. And you'll see that's in September, $6,700 PL Riddle. All right. So here's 3 tips that you want to use whenever you're contracting your wholesale deals. Number 1, make it explicit. Meaning, make it very clear that your contract is assignable. Now, any contract, unless it says that it's not assignable, is. But it's important to make it explicit, make it very clear that your contract is assignable, so that you don't run into any snags on your way to closing. So, on your purchase and sale agreement, the line or your option agreement, whatever you're using to control the property, on the line where you sign as the buyer, sign it, and then write the words and or assigns. And that's it. So on the line where you sign as the buyer, sign your name and then put the words and or assigns. And there you go. Your contract is now very explicit that it is assignable. All right. Tip number 2. Let's see here. Number 2. Let's see. You want to make sure your contract includes. Wow, that's struggling there. I can do better. The right to market and show the property. So you want to make sure that's in your contract. Here's the clause that is in mine that I use. Buyer has the right to show the property to prospects, lenders, contractors, or partners, and to post signs for sale, rental, or rent-to-own before closing. So there you go. There's the exact clause that I use in my contracts, and that gives you the right to market and show the property, which is key and vital for wholesaling deals. Alright, we got one more tip coming at you, and also I've got a resource that I want to share with you that is really cool, worth checking out. We'll get to that in a moment. But number 3, you want a good escape clause when you're wholesaling a deal. And this exact clause made one of our students a couple $1,000 last week on her first wholesale deal. So this is pretty cool. But it can be as simple as this agreement is subject to finding a qualified buyer. Brain went blank for a second there. This agreement's subject to finding a qualified buyer. Now, if it's a traditional transaction and it's listed with a realtor, maybe it's an REO, then typically putting an escape clause in the contract's not going to fly. They're not going to typically accept it. But my preference is always to negotiate direct with sellers. And so you can put this in there, and it's exactly what one of our students, Tiffany, did recently. And let me explain the situation. She had a seller who she was negotiating with, and she made the offer, but the seller didn't accept it. He countered with a higher price. Now, whenever we were looking at the deal, that price didn't make sense for Tiffany to buy it. So I said, well, why not go in and offer to put together an agreement at the price that he's looking for that gives you the right to market and sell the property. So that's exactly what she did. She got an agreement at his price, put the clause in there, this agreement is subject to finding a qualified buyer. She marketed the property to her investor list and sold it. And last week, closed her first wholesale deal, made a couple $1,000. And, you know, $2,000, not a whole lot of money, but imagine doing that each and every month. Or imagine closing a few wholesale deals every month. Starts to add up quick. And got a resource that you may want to check out. It's really cool, and it's free for the time being. Depending on when you see this video, it may or may not be, but there should be a link below. And this is a free piece of software for the time being that auto-fills your contracts for you. And it's really cool. One of the major things I love about it is that you can upload your own contracts as well. So if you have some contracts that you're using, upload them in there. It helps you auto-fill them, and you can email the contract out. You can print it out very easily. Saves a lot of time. So also, if you're not on our blog right now and don't see a link below, you can go to privatemoneyblueprint.com/free-contract-creator and grab that free piece of software while they're still offering it. Pretty cool stuff. So, I hope you've enjoyed these 3 wholesaling tips when you're contracting those properties, and make sure to grab that free piece of software because it's pretty cool. Alrighty, I'm out of here. Patrick Riddle with Private Money Blueprint. See you next time.